Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today we have Colleen Fitzgerald who will be asking myself some questions. I don't know what her questions are about, and that's what makes it more exciting. Absolutely. So with that, thank you and welcome, Colleen.
Hey, how are you? Sorry, I'm going through my texts because we've done this before and I'm trying not to repeat,
That's all
but they
good.
were so good for the first one. But one of my own personal questions is, do you hear that?
Uh, no, I didn't.
Is how do you connect, like, say, with your parents? I know we've talked to David.
Yeah,
Is it
Dave.
harder or easier to contact loved ones that have passed on?
For me, not so much right now, but in the beginning stages when I was learning to step into my abilities with control, so to speak, was not so easy because I didn't see them even though they were right in front of me, right? My mom would be here working on consoling me because I'm like, crying, blubbering like a baby, just releasing energies. And it's just, she was there. I just didn't get to see her because I was going through my emotions, and it's perfect, right? Crying,
Hmm.
releasing and letting go. I do feel as though, yes, she's here now. She's saying hi.
Yeah,
I love it when
I
she says
know.
hi, Dolly.
Ah,
Mhm. So for me, it's a lot easier. But for those who are working towards this, connecting with their loved ones, go with the flow, right? So one of the best things to do is going through the dark night of the soul. It's a terminology, that we use in the spiritual community, that where the dark night of the soul is where we're just going through or doing our shadow work, releasing energies that has no room in us, right? Those unable to forgive, unable to let go, that sits on our shoulders, that carries us down, and it becomes very heavy. And next thing you know, we create pain body with all of that negative energy.
hmm hmm I hear you. It's a hard one though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's a question. Is it hard watching people stumble through life when you've seen that their life purpose was made for something more?
Yes.
Have and
Oh,
how would you go about
so
talking or helping or I don't know.
thank you. That is an absolute perfect question. And there's always multiple answers to any question. So when you were talking about the stumbling, I can see through my children stumbling, and then I also can see through my friends who are stumbling. Then I also can see acquaintances or through, I don't know, social media, seeing. There is a huge sense of knowing where I am because I've done the work. So seeing others stumble through their lives, and it's when I said earlier that like my mom was right there, I just couldn't see her. The same goes for
Hmm.
everyone else, right? Energies are right there. The answers are staring at them right in the face, but we can't see it because we're going through our own clearing. Now, when I'm watching my children stumble, it's the toughest. It adds because, you know, they're my children. I turn into mama bear mode. However, I know that I won't make a difference. I'd probably be doing a little bit more damage than jumping in without their consent, right? So without them asking. So if they don't help themselves, I cannot help them. And when they're ready. So the only thing that I can do at that point is to offer them words, right? So those are the little seeds that are planted. So they will grasp onto those seeds. And then if there is an intervention that's being called, then it would be through family. We'll be connecting with family. So having that support for the child. Absolutely.
Oh.
Um,
Hmm.
been there, yeah. Experienced it, yeah. Painful, yes. And it is pretty, it is painful in that sense where your hands feel tied and you just want to pick them up and move them over here. But what point is that when you know that they are here to do and overcome their own karmic energies, right? We're as much as we want to do them favors, you know, we can't. And it's that sense that our spirit guides do the same thing, right? So just what we just spoke about, we can see our own spirit guides going, right? Because they're here and they're helping us to go through, you know, the SHIT show, right? Where we're here to
Yep.
do a lot of that, a lot of,
Life lessons.
yes, they can be painful. They definitely
Oh,
can.
yes.
Yeah.
I know.
Um, Sorry, just real quick. When I close my eyes, I often get downloads or visions, and I got one from you where you're transitioning quite well. I saw you step out of the old into the new. Like you're literally, the vision that I saw is you now, but I saw as though you just went and you transitioned to, you gained more color, is what I'm hearing, and that tells me that you're transitioning.
Part of my next question, how many of your clients have you become good friends with and you're
Oh,
helping with them becoming the mediums or stepping into their gifts? Because I know I'm one.
yes. Yep. Yeah, quite a few. I've got quite a few that are becoming friends, making lifelong friends, kindred souls, the sister, the spiritual sisterhood, the spiritual brotherhood. I mean, like it is so phenomenal. I learn from each and every one that I connect with, right? With you, since we started connecting back in 2020, I think it was, right?
Yeah.
2020, the beginning of 2020. Yeah, we've grown
Yeah.
so much together. So it's not just me helping you, it's you're helping me heal as well. So whether you realize it or not, right? And then for all the others that I do readings for, is absolutely so profound in so many ways, because like I say, is that I'm not here to heal you. I'm here to assist in your healing journey, because it is you who needs to and who will be doing all of the work. I'm here to help pass on messages. And then as I do that, I not only pass on the messages and plant these little seeds, I'm learning from connecting with each and every one of you. I'm learning, watching the energies, watching your growth, watching you go through those pain growths, right? Those healing
Yep.
growth. It's such a profound. It's just so profound. That's all I can say. It's an absolute, and I love making new friends. I love making connections, and these connections are going to last a lifetime. The other thing I like to share is when I connect with each and every one of you is that we sign soul contracts. So, you know, that's a lot of signing. So you and I think we established from one point in time that you and I were sisters in another life.
It was, I wish we had recorded half of the conversations that
Yes.
nobody would believe it unless they see it, right? Because a lot, and for a lot of people, and I think even for myself, is seeing is believing.
Yes.
Well, because once it starts, man, it doesn't stop. I love it.
Absolutely. That's a good thing. I was thinking of that today. Like, as I was getting ready for my day, I was like, man, I remember when I first started like 4 years ago when I got the call from my spirit guide. And how did I hear the call? Well, there was a replaying of a visual in my head about lives, go live, go live, go live, right? And it was just as simple as that. It just kept replaying in my head. That's spirit's way. That's my spirit guide's way of telling me you're going to make connections. Do it. Just do it. It goes along with that age-old saying, if you build it, they will come. Oh man, my
I'm only
life.
laughing is because somebody had sent me that question to ask you. Never mind. Like, that's why I'm sitting here. Oh my God. Okay, awesome. Awesome.
Absolutely
Uh,
awesome.
uh I don't know. Yeah, because you've already answered the questions that I wanted to ask. I'm trying to go through people because I need help because I've interviewed you before.
Yeah. And it's
Okay, I've got
okay.
this is a hard one.
Uh-huh.
This one's going to be okay. So, have you ever helped solve a murder, or has anybody that has been murdered come to you? And would you ever go to the cops with that information, the police, and wondering if the police would ever take you seriously?
They're really good questions. Yeah,
That's
they're amazing questions, actually. So one of the questions is, yes, I have, and I do connect with a lot of souls that have been taken by someone else, by another person's hand. Absolutely, in such grisly, profound ways, and I've seen it. And it is up to the person. I will ask the person if this type of information, are you ready for this type of information? Most often they would say, yes, I'm ready. And then, no, I'm not. So we'll move on. So as long as I'm speaking my truth, I'm going to let the person know. Now, it has come to my mind where talking to the police, right? They're not going to, I already see it in advance that, it's all a lot of, they won't see it, they won't believe it, right? So how can you go off somebody who is seeing it, through visions? Well, you know what, we're just causing, why stir up? I can just see the whole negative outcome from that. And I leave it up to the person of where they want to, if there is something that they want to look through and figure out and keep digging and investigating, it helps them with these little pieces of the puzzle that they may even bring to the police themselves. Well, I found this out, however they want to bring it towards them. So I would stay out of it. My job is to pass information on, not to get involved. That takes me away from who I am as the healer, as the medium, right? So it's going to a whole new world. Now the involvement, it's going to be scattered, disoriented. It's not going to be good. It's not that level we belong on. So again, passing messages on to those who choose to hear and are okay hearing with those messages. Again, because I do speak my truth, and it is what comes through, and it's always what they need to hear. And if they're not ready for it, so be it. That's it. It's just, it can be as simple as, okay, that's good. We'll leave that there then. What was the other question to that?
That was it. Just basically, has anybody come to you where they've had a loved one that was murdered or? Oh,
okay.
Just something like that. Like it was, oh, my mind just went blank.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Mine don't go blank. Mine actually goes, when my mind goes blank, I see Candy Crush. It's so crazy. I know it's something that I do when I've got a little bit of free time and I'm trying to get my mind going, puzzles. Yeah, Candy Crush, I tell you. Oh my God.
Of course.
I'm a little bit much on my Candy Crush.
Oh yeah, no, I'm right up there, man.
What level are you on?
Hang on a second. Got to reopen it because I was just shutting it down. It's like Candy Crush is my go-to too.
It is. It's passing the time away in between.
Yeah. Just hurry up. 9,488.
Say what?
9,488. That's the level I'm on.
9748.
94888.
Oh, 94888.
Oh, 9488.
9488. Okay, 9,488. There's a level 9,000? A level 9,000. And holy, I'm floored. I'm like, what? I'm like, I wonder if anybody reached to 3,000. It's like, no. I'm like, I'm at 2788. I'm at 2,788. And I'm just like,
oh, that's cute.
I didn't know that there was a 9,000. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's awesome.
I've been playing it for years though, like years.
Apparently, well, I thought I was. Yeah, man, I'm in 2000s.
Right on. Really great.
Oh.
The heck else was I gonna ask? Damn, this is pissing me off. I keep get thrown off. Now I'm thrown off by Candy Crush.
Sorry, I had to
Oh,
ask.
nope. Mine was negativity. So
Uh-huh.
when you're doing a reading
Uh-huh.
and you know somebody's got a block putting up and they're not accepting everything that you're saying.
I feel it right off the bat, because the blockage, the energy, the blocking, holy Hannah, it does feel as though I can't go. It's like I don't expand. I don't know how else to explain it. But when I'm connecting with them, that's where I'm like this, and then I feel like I'm pulling the information where naturally it comes to me, where I'm able to sit here. I recognize it in my body. My body starts tensing up. And that's where I'm starting to pull, and I'm starting to go, you know, I notice these signs after a while. Now it just comes naturally where I feel the blockage. It's like, okay, well, how about we take a step back here? And I said, so I'll go a different route, right? So if there's negativity, if somebody is starting to close up those doors, those energetic doors, I'd pull out my handy dandy tarot cards, and I'll hold on.
Somebody with you right now? Sorry.
Yes.
I can hear them talking.
Yes, I do. I've called in my spirit guides. I've called in mom. I called in dad, granny. My grandmother's been coming through quite a bit. My grandfather.
Oh,
Yeah, my grandfather and my brother.
oh wow.
Absolutely.
I know David. Yeah,
Yeah,
David for sure.
yeah. He's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So I would pull out my cards, and I would connect with, as I'm talking with them, I'd say, okay, let's take a step back here. And then I'd show them, and I start, you know, showing the cards where they're like, okay, well, what is she doing now? Right. So they're taking, you know, working them away from this type of energy, right? Like,
Yeah.
and it builds up that way. So I've noticed when I start asking questions, it doesn't come out the way that they want to hear it. And this is where the first wall. Oh, okay. So now I'm pulling. And I'm getting no. The more no's I get from them, that the farther I get away from what is meant to happen. So that's where I can't pull out my handy dandy, beautiful tarot cards. And then if it doesn't work, if it still doesn't work, more often it does work, right? Because I'm sitting here and, okay, let's try this. And I'll start pulling cards, and I'll just take it, because my readings, they can morph into anything, right? Whatever needs to come through, truly needs to come through, it will. So if it means that letting them know to release and let their guard down, right? We're here to do some abundant, we're here to tap into your abundance. We're here to tap into your healing. We're here to do the work that is being called on. And if it means that just talking and letting you know that you're closed and unable to really communicate, how about we reschedule? Right? Let's just reschedule. You know, today may not be a good time. And I'm a firm believer in divine timing, right? So they may not be in the mood to, something may have happened to them. They may be like, they're already started off, right? So rescheduling, absolutely. I'm open for that, right? Reschedule for them. And again, if it doesn't work again the next time, then I will do just refund and say, okay, we'll try this another time. So we'll give it a go.
Man, somebody is chatting with you.
Oh my goodness, it's my spirit guide calling in.
Really?
Guide. Man, the dream I had last night, Colleen, was friggin' phenomenal. I talk a lot about colors, and I was basking in right here. You see the color that my perfume bottle in my cream?
Yeah.
It was this color right here that I saw I was floating in, and it was mixed with a lot of the blue up here too as well. It was just, there was nothing around me, but I was in, it's not nothing, but I was in colors, and I was floating in these colors, and I was just basking in it. I can hear it sing to me. I can hear the colors. It was healing me. It was taking me to a whole new level of energetic heights. And then it felt like I disintegrated into the color. So it's not disintegrated is the wrong word. It's like I
I know
morphed
what you mean. Like
into the
morph.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, morphed into the energy of the colors. I became the colors, and then I came back into my form again. And then I disintegrated into the colors. And it happened at the magic number 3, right? The infinite number 3, which tells me that I just upped my my energy field. I just upped. Yeah, sorry, I just went like all of a sudden. I was like, whoa, what happened? But yeah, my level, I just upped the level is what I'm hearing. So the more work that you do, the more that I release, letting go. It really, really does. It does help. It does help your innate gifts. They come into full capacity. Sorry, I'm brought down to earth right here. That's why I started talking really slow. I was like, whoa.
I know, you can totally feel it. It's like, yeah.
Just come right out of that that high vibration. All of a sudden you're back in your human form. It's like,
well, it's pretty neat though. I mean, because I can totally see what you're seeing in your dreams. Like, oh,
it was beautiful. It was pretty freaky.
Yep, definitely an energy field of some sort. Well, higher. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it properly. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Be nice to go fly around.
Why not? You sit in meditation, right? You can go to other worlds. You can go far above and beyond.
Are you going to release a meditation?
Ooh, a meditation track. Yeah, I've been working on that. So there's a lot of work that I'm doing for my YouTube channel, and coming across, I'm looking for that right type of music that just hits me right in my soul, right? That I know that's going to work for many others. Feeling that vibration. And again, of course, everybody is quite different with the musical notes and tones, but I want to make sure that I get that right tone, right? Because there are frequencies that are out there that can just go when you're trying to meditate, right? The right, the hertz is going to help with the healing of your body. So sound waves is absolutely very strong. It is very truthful, right? In helping your physical body. Yeah.
I hear you. Are you going to do a visual, like a walkthrough visual?
I am, and I'm looking for universal images to take you. So if you're unable to sleep, whoa, that was freaky. I don't know who is, I couldn't see who this was, but there was a flash right by my arm, right here on the desk, right there, just talking about the universe. So that was a heck yes, it's going to happen. So visuals through floating through the universe, what it feels like, what it may feel like, what I see, what I can feel like I connect to. I'm going to utilize those, right? Because visuals are so important, especially for when we're working on our our visuals for connecting to ourselves, to our own higher realms, right? So imagination is such an important part of who we are when we're stepping into our gifts.
I love the visuals though. So if anybody is interested, they should go watch your last video on YouTube, because that dragged me right in, man. It's like, I felt like I was going into meditation. I loved it. I loved the visuals.
Yeah.
The music, oh my God, it was perfect. So I encourage everybody to go watch that. Oh yeah, the Soul's Journey.
Yeah, absolutely. There's another video I'm working on. So I've got a few projects. I'm trying not to spread myself thin when I'm doing projects, but I've been just on the go, called upon with my YouTube project. It's time to step into expanding our minds, right? In ways that may catch people's attention, right? Another one that I'm going to talk about in the video I'm going to show here is the visuals that I kept getting. This is my notebook that I started out writing and taking notes. I started in 2017, and I just, I'm not a writer. I don't write. I never had the the energy to write. I wasn't attracted to writing. Now,
Yeah.
however, I've got nothing but books everywhere and I'm writing. Why? Because
Yeah.
now I've got stuff up here that want to come out and I need to, and they could be little blurbs here and there. This is a vision that I got back in March 13th, 2018. This
It
is
will
the
lay people
sun's
down.
energy coming from the sun's event. And this is the world, and these are all the people on it. The energy that's coming from the sun that I got a vision from is going to lay a lot of us down. It's going to just knock us on our arses because the energy is so strong, right? And to me, it rolled in like an iridescent kind of color. You know, when you blow a bubble, you can see the color in the sun, that iridescent color that coming through. Something like this, a mixture of all of this here. Beautiful. That's what I saw rolling in. So I'm working on that video where I'm trying to get the visuals perfect so I can, you know, show the people what I saw and how it's coming in.
Oh my God, awesome.
It's a solar flash. So we're going to go back to 2017 where I woke up from a dream and I was at a place where it was hot. It was a desert. I know that there was a pyramid in there and I know there was somebody up there. And we were all chanting. I was standing amongst a lot of the people and we were chanting like this and we were saying Ra, Ra, Ra. And that was before I even knew what Ra was, right? I may have heard it through movies, but never really paid a mind or attention to it. And then I was walking to the bathroom after I washed my hands, walking back to the back to my bedroom. I was still chanting Ra, like literally I was saying it. And I was like, why am I saying this? What is this? And I said, I don't even know what raw is, you know? And I was thinking like raw what? Raw food, raw something, you know? That was just where I was at that time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I decided to take a look and see what raw was because I think it was about 1 p.m, somewhere around that time when I was still saying raw, chanting in my head. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go check it out. And it turns out to be sun god, a sun god. I was chanting the sun god's name, and for the life of me, I have no idea why. I'm like at that time. So I just kind of held on to it. And then a year after I had the vision. So now I started getting curious. This is where I started doing research on YouTube of this event, this sun's energy. I came across a video by Allison Coe, and she was the one that showed everything she spoke about in her sessions. I was freaked to the point where it's like, oh my God, everything she's talking about when she's a quantum hypnosis therapist, and she puts them into their meditative state, deep state. So she's talking to the higher realms of who they are. And they described everything what I saw, what I felt. Right up to being brought up onto the ships. These ships are absolutely, oh my God, that's another story. It can go on.
It is.
Hours.
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. So this is my very first book. And
oh, wow. Okay, but did you notice, okay, that picture that you just showed us, it said March 18, but above it you had 22. Now, is that year 2022? Something's going to happen? You wrote that in March 2018.
Yeah, I did. I don't.
You have a 22 on it.
Oh, do I?
Above the 18.
I don't see it on here. I see March 27th. I don't know what it is with the 27th, though. Where did you see it?
Oh, it's 27. I thought that was 22.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I meant by March 27, 2018. Maybe because I had this vision March 12th, and then I wrote March 27, 2018. I don't know what I meant by that, the 27th.
I saw 22. That's what I saw.
That is interesting. It is going to happen. I know I've been called upon. I know that there's been visions. Hi, someone just came here. David. Hi, Dave.
Finally. Where have you been, David?
He's like, what's up, Colleen? That's what he just did. That's
been a while.
So amazing. So amazing. So I know I just feel that there's something huge going to happen March, April. So we're coming pretty darn close. The other thing I'm going to show on that video, get more into clarity, is that a fellow by the name of David Wilcock, he talks a lot about the sun's event, and I found it. I came across that video on TikTok, so I'll include that little clip that I found on TikTok in the video, the YouTube video, that he actually talks about the sun's energy is going to come down and hit planet Earth, and everybody who resides on planet Earth is going to upgrade to the point where we can hear each other speak. When I heard him say this, I'm like, yes, these are the visions that I've been getting. This is March 29th, 2018. I was hit with a lot of downloads as soon as I woke up. I was brought up to a ship, I believe, and I was given downloads of the upcoming event. That's what I wrote, March 29th, 2018.
Look at all those threes.
The event, that's the sun. Energy is coming from behind the sun, is going to come out through the sun. And again, I do all of this, little people. I know it's a little chicken scratches, but I was just like, and three, that's it. I was showing this on the ship. It was, and these are little tiny cells. This is, I kind of drew it in this one here. Oh, where are you? I drew it.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh yeah.
And you see those tiny cells. So even though it looks like two, I couldn't draw 3D I just couldn't do it. Anyway, it's three wrapped around the stalk, 3, 3, 3. And if you go and zoom in on this one cell, you're going to see this whole thing again. So
okay.
It's
infinity.
A cell, and it's infinity. Yes, absolutely. And that's what was shown to me when I was brought upon the ship.
Wow.
Yeah. Very exciting.
No kidding. Holy cow.
A lot of information. How do we keep things together when we get a lot of downloads information? Well, we're given what we can hold, what we can handle. It is pretty straightforward with that. Yeah.
I know.
I love it. I love everything. I love who I am. I love who you are. I love our connection. I love just love, right? I'm in love with love.
It's been a wild ride, I'll tell you that much. It's like, what? Yep.
Well, it's that start, right, where I found a place to love myself again, because being broken as the personality that I am, there was a lot of addictions that came to broken, right? So the addiction to fight, addictions to drugs, addictions to alcohol, right? My childhood, my youth was broken because of my childhood. My teenage years, my early adulthood was broken through my childhood. So piecing myself back together and finding love within myself again, man, that was that's tough. And I know that many out there, people, beautiful souls, are doing the same thing, fighting to love themselves, trying to figure out how to love themselves. Keep going with it. Keep going with it is what I'm going to say. The gentle reminders every day is going to help carry you forward, because that's exactly what I had to do, because I did not like my reflection. I remember I did not like my reflection in the mirror, and it really showed, right, in my before I moved into my healing space. So loving myself, finding who I am, stepping out of my comfort zone. It's a progress. It's a process. I mean, it's a process that we all each just go with the flow and take as it comes. My dark night of the soul, it took me a little over 2 years to release, because I cried, but nothing but cried. And I thought I was broken forever. I thought I was going to be broken forever. No, it feels like it, and it does. It varies for each individual person on what that dark night of the soul, and releasing energies that no longer serve you. And when I finally came out of that, that's when I started 2019, my lives, my Facebook lives, is when, not long before I started my lives, that's when I realized how much I loved myself and how well I did. So I often do this, right? Like, good job, Trish, you did wonderful. And that's,
hey, that's a hard thing.
It is.
Yeah,
it absolutely
putting yourself out there. I mean, you put yourself out there for ridicule, like people don't believe you. Oh my God, she's a phony.
Wow.
Or, you know what I mean?
I hit that.
Hey,
I hit that the first year, and that's where I
yeah.
came to control. No longer accepting this type of energy, because I am here to reach those who are needing to hear my words, even if they say and they turn it off and they go their own way. There's a word that may have been planted within them. Well, there you go. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. That's pretty good. Pretty
Absolutely.
scary. I mean, there's probably a lot of, I don't know. It's pretty neat though.
It
Look
is.
where you are. Man, I hear somebody talking every now and then. Do you hear that?
Yeah. Is that coming from your end? Do you have
No,
anything on? I don't have anything on.
no, my TV's off. No,
I
I
can
shut
hear
everything off
that.
for this interview.
That was loud. That's a
You
male.
hear
That sounded like
the
David,
man.
honestly. It sounded like David. David was
Do you
talking.
hear? Yes, I can hear him.
Oh, he's here. Hi.
Hey,
That's
do you
him.
hear that?
Oh my God. I see you. Hi. He's asking it. Okay, so this is, I don't know what he means by this, but he showed me what looks like a badminton birdie. I don't know why. It was a badminton, one of those little badminton birdies.
Yeah.
And then you know how the white stuff is sitting in the plastic, the rubber thing, whatever it's called.
Hmm.
It turned into a fern plant, or a plant, sprouted plant, some sort of plant. So it turned into a plant, what he showed me. So I don't know what he's saying, but I do feel as though change is coming.
Figured out.
Change is
Oh, yes.
So in other words, from those things that were manufactured and man-made is going to finally turn into the life that we are supposed to have. So he's talking about the change that is happening within a worldwide energetic change. We are going through massive upgrades. So it's not going to be this fake stuff anymore. It's pretty wild how putting pieces of the puzzle together, right? So when you get downloads and information such as that, that's exactly how a medium puts things together, because the more that we ask the questions internally, we start getting the answers. So he said yes to that.
Oh,
That
yeah.
we're
I've
going
been
through
seeing the
massive change.
555s for the last few days, and they've been hardcore 555s.
Wow. Hey,
Play a game, 555. Like, you know what I mean? It was just been, yeah.
amazing, amazing, truly amazing.
Holy,
Because I didn't touch the screen change. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
somebody's
Now I'm
mucking
looking
with
over
us.
here at you instead of looking over there before.
That thing really throws me off anymore. I find it pretty amazing,
Absolutely. When
actually.
we come together, a lot of crazy things start happening, and it's amazing.
I
Absolutely
love it.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love it.
With that note, we will end this session here. And if you come up with other questions, absolutely, we can come back together again.
Yes, of course. I try to figure it. Sounds good.
All right. So with that being said, I want to thank you for your time and your energy. And I want to just thank you, much love and light.
It's been a blast as usual. Thank you, David, for showing up.
Absolutely. Yes, that was wonderful.
Love it.
Hi, Ganhada Medium here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to support my channel, hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell.